The following video is made for educational purposes only. Everything you see is just an educational example. It does not constitute financial advice. Results may vary for you. Maybe you're used to trading meme coins. Maybe you're already tired of wasting money with useless dead projects. Maybe you're like me and want to actually get something out of this meme coin market. If that's the case, you're in the right video because I'm going to show you step by step how to launch meme coins and make some nice profits with the process. The key for this method is forgetting about trading meme coins and start to actually make them yourself. Lots of people think about Pump.Fun when you mention meme coin creation, but that's a major flaw. Pump.Fun is simply way too crowded to get anything significant out of it. Instead of that, what I'm about to teach you is how to launch coins on Raydium. This network is way better for us since it has better projects, better numbers overall, and way less competition compared to Pump.Fun. Like, look at this list. Instead of the hundreds of tokens that you see launched on Pump.Fun every minute, you hardly see around 5 to 10 launches per minute here. So, how do we launch coins on Raydium? I've found the easiest way to do it, and it's using this website called launchtool.io. Normally you'd have to learn how to code, and a lot of overcomplicated stuff just to launch a coin there. But with this website, you can just go ahead and launch coins in a couple minutes doing just a few clicks. Sounds good, right? Then let's go ahead and create our new coin right now. Step 1. We need to create a nice logo that's funny or eye-catchy so investors end up buying your coin. That's your number one priority. The best tip I can give you for this is focusing on trendy and funny stuff. You can use any social media to check what's on the top of the trending lists there. For this video, I'll use this bald Elmo. It's really creepy, but I'm sure it'll work. Always make sure to export your logo with a 128 by 128 pixel size, and you'll be good to go. Now that we have our logo, we gotta go for step 2. Here's where we start the actual creation process. For this, just click here to connect your wallet and approve the permission whenever it asks you. The first thing you'll need to input will be the basic info of your coin. This means adding a name, a symbol, a description, and the logo you just made. I'll go with Bald Elmo for the name and Belmo for the symbol. In the description, I'll just add something funny, like Bald Elmo is pretty creepy, huh? And then the only thing left is adding the logo. After that, click next to go to the next step. This is the tokenomics section, and it's pretty straightforward. All the values you see here are already configured correctly, so you don't need to change anything. Just click next and keep going. Here you can add a name for you as a creator, and also for the website where you launch the coin. You would maybe think this is important, but it isn't. Actually, it charges you a fee of 0.1 Solana, and I wouldn't use this even if it was free, so just turn it off and skip it. Just like the creator info, you can add social media for your coin. In this case, this is actually useful, and you could go ahead and add any of these if you already have them set up. But for this video, I'll be skipping adding socials just because I want to keep it simple. I need you to pay attention to this step, because it's critical settings we're talking about here. These are the revoke authority settings, and to sum it up, they're your coin's security checks. Let me explain. Revoke freeze avoids situations where transactions related to your coin could get literally frozen forever. Revoke mint stops the power of printing supply of your coin infinitely, and revoke update disables the capability of changing any contract info after the launch of your coin. Anyone can check if these settings are either enabled or disabled pretty easily, and nobody will invest in your coin if they notice any major security flaw. So the best bet for you is to just leave them all enabled and click on Launch My Token now. After just a couple seconds, you'll see your wallet popping up. All you gotta do is confirm the transaction, let it load for a bit, and voila, your coin is officially launched on Solana's network. And let's not just settle with this, you can actually check the status of the coin with SolScan. So let's do it right now. As you can see, SolScan confirms that the coin is already up and running on the network. You can also check all the values, like your coin's supply, signature, and all its info. But the important thing here is going to step 3. This step consists of adding liquidity to our coin, so it can become tradable for anyone that has access to Raydium tokens, like the Raydium list on Photon that I showed you earlier. To start this process, just click over here on Create Liquidity Pool. This will send you to Raydium's website. First thing you gotta do here is connecting your wallet, so click up here and connect it manually. Now that we have our wallet set up, we need to add a base token. Here is where our new meme coin should be, so click here, go back to Launch Tool, and grab that address you see there, and paste it on this field over on Raydium. After that, just add your coin's basic info like you did in Launch Tool, and click on Add User Token. Select it here, and you'll see the 1 billion total supply of your coin. This is pretty simple. Just add 900 millions to the pool. Why 900 million, you may ask? It's just the standard for meme coins. Next thing we need is the quote token. This is the token that people will use to trade your coin. The only real option here is Solana, so let's just go with that. Now pay close attention here. Your best move is just maxing this out. And before you freak out, this investment is completely safe. No matter what happens with your launch, either it goes well or not, you can always just take your money back with no compromises. What I need to remind you though, is lowering the amount you have here by 0.2 Solana, because Radium needs that as a fee when you create the pool. In the fee tier section down here, I always choose 2%. I've heard 0.5% works as well, but I can't say if it does or not because I haven't tried it myself. Now all that's left is clicking on Initialize Liquidity Pool, confirm the transaction with your wallet, and just like that, your coin will be officially open for business. Look at that! The launch was 100% successful. Our coin is already on Photon's listings, and it's just a matter of time for investors to poke their teeth into it. For now, all we can do is just wait and pray for good numbers. But talking about numbers, let me show you my favorite way of looking at the charts, which would be step 4. I use Dex Screener to monitor all my launches. I just like the interface more than Photon's, and it's also better for the videos since it's easier to show you guys how all the process works. So all you gotta do here is click on any random coin on this list, then go back to Launch Tool and copy your token's address. After that, just replace the address on Dex Screener's URL with yours, and boom, you'll see your coin's chart with all the data you need. Always pay close attention to the liquidity because that's your golden ticket to success. And don't mind these bot snipers. They will always be there, and they're pretty annoying, but there's nothing we can do about them. In the meantime, you can go ahead and check your Radium's portfolio tab. Here you can check your positions, balances, and it's where you'll be able to send your profits directly to your wallet. Just make sure to stay on the standard page, and you'll see your position down here in around 10 or 15 minutes. So don't panic if it takes a while. Here I will show you a time-lapse of the performance this launch had. There's not much to talk about here, but I can still give you important tips you have to consider when you launch your coin. At the beginning, you will have a lot of bots. It's completely normal, and there's no way to avoid them, so just ignore those transactions. What you really need to pay attention to is all the volume your coin gets. When people buy your coin, all the stats will go up. I'm talking about things like market cap, liquidity, volume, and all those numbers. The most important value here is the liquidity. That's where your profits are. So the process here is checking your Radium portfolio until you can see your position and take it whenever your profit numbers look good enough for you. So now let me show you how to do that. This is the final step. All you gotta do is check your Radium's portfolio in the Standard tab and go over here to check your LP position. Click on the minus button and then set the slider to 100%. Don't pay attention to the numbers up here. Pay attention to the Solana number down here. That's the real amount you'll end up getting. Happy with that? Then click Remove Liquidity and confirm the transaction. I gotta remind you guys that this is an educational video though. I'm not a financial advisor. When you see this notification, it means your balance is already updated. Open your wallet and look at that. I doubled my investment in just a few minutes. I know these aren't crazy gains, but hey, it's a side hustle that could get you some extra bucks here and there. I wouldn't complain about making this a few times daily. Now, critical disclaimer moment. This video is 100% for educational purposes. I'm not affiliated in any way to Photon, Launch Tool, Dex Screener, or any of the platforms used for the video. It's just a video made to show you guys an educational example of how to launch coins. Now with that said, it's a really good opportunity that nobody knows for how long it'll keep working, so go ahead and take it if you want.